As we head towards the long weekend and the digital learning day the following Monday, I want to show you how to get the student home learning codes from Seesaw. This year, home learning codes are for year 2 and below. And if you are a specialist and furthermore only teach the British section, then you can just sit back. The class teachers will take care of this part. However, for CLC teachers, it is a bit more complicated since you are teaching tri-section classes, and noticeably, French section has a completely separate Seesaw ecosystem. Therefore, for the CLC team, you should send the home learning code letter home with children prior to the last day of school if you plan to have students to do an activity on Seesaw. Now, as you can see, I am in Seesaw application on my PC. In order to print out the home learning codes, you need to be on a PC rather than an iPad. There are two ways to print out the codes. The first is to print it out via this big blue rectangular button here. The second way is to select from the wrench. Once you're here, scroll down and go to Home Learning Student Codes here. Select it, and now you face two choices: print codes or download codes. It is my recommendation that you use print codes since it also provides individual QR codes for students to log in, whereas the download codes give you only the alphabetical codes in an Excel spreadsheet, which you also have to somehow get the codes to the parents. So print out the codes with this button, and it will generate a PDF here. Now, the first page of the PDF will give you all the information you need as a teacher, which I'll gloss over, and you can read it yourself if you find the need to do so. Starting on the second page is our first student. Since this is my tutorial dummy class, it only has one student, so I only have these 2 pages. For you, there will be a dedicated page for each student. As you can see, parents and students will get all the information they need to log in. Now, on the top right here, it says for parents or students, they can either go from a computer and log in specifically with this link right here, or go to the Seesaw class app from the tablet. And this is very important as parents are more familiar with the family app. And it shows right here, here is the alphabetical code that I was talking about. And there is also a QR code they can log in with. When students sign into the Seesaw class app or website using their home learning codes, they can complete activities, view their journal, and view announcements. Students will not see other students' work unless the post was tagged with multiple children. So now you might be wondering what happened after Digital Learning Day with this code and setup, since students can continue to use Seesaw unhindered at home. Well, the day after our Digital Learning Day, it is the classroom teacher's responsibility to reset the home learning codes, or else students will continue to be able to complete activities and view their journal and announcements. To reset the codes, simply go to the wrench and select Get Home Learning Codes. And now, underneath right here, need to reset all home learning codes for this class. So you can select that, and right here it'll set reset with this big red button, and you can select that and it'll reset all the codes. However, if you currently have students who are in quarantine, then you're faced with a dilemma. So you can either reset all the codes and then provide a new code to the parents who are in quarantine, or you can reset each student's home learning codes individually by going to Manage Students and click in the student. And from here, home learning codes, you can just reset. And this is only resetting that one child. If your class, you have 22 kids with one child in quarantine, then that means you have to do this 21 times. Okay. And that's about it. Thank you for watching.